This is the second part of step 12 of the 14 steps found in the art of storytelling. We're adding description, and in this segment we're going to explore some of the emotions that are in the story. Now, some of this came out when we did the first person, but this gives the storytellers a chance to maybe play with some of the emotions, to maybe go to the extreme. Now, again, they haven't had a lot of time to think about this, so they're just probing and looking for different emotions, and it will seem a little overdone. But that's okay. Still, I think you'll be amazed at how some of these things that they find in this step will stay with them as they continue on with developing their story. So let's join our storytellers now and see how well they do of adding emotions, maybe to the extreme, to their story.
The mother crab looked at her son and saw with disgust that he was walking sideways. She said, "Oh, Jimmy, Jimmy, son of mine, why are you walking sideways like that? You should walk always straight forward, with your toes pointed out." Well, Jimmy was aghast. He had disappointed his mother. What could he do? He loved her. He wanted to follow her example. He wanted to do as she wished. And he said, "Oh, Suki, Suki, dear, dear mother of mine, please show me how to walk straight forward. I would love to learn how to do that."
Oh, as they assembled together, it was a mass of mice that had gone through the trials of the cat. Many of them had barely escaped the claws, where another mouse was sacrificed so that they could go free. Relatives, aunts, uncles, parents, children. Oh, the depression of the hour was definitely heavy upon the mouse. Oh, there were good times. There were times of reunion. There was times of feasting when the occasional piece of cheese or the piece of meat actually was available. When the cat was taken to the vet, oh, that was a happy time. They had the run of the house, you know. Oh, when he came back.
This little gnat, he was part of the swarm. Oh, he felt like a nobody. Everybody else had a job in that swarm. They're the team leader of the swarm, or they're out scouting for food. This little gnat was a nobody. And wanting to exert himself, he decided to leave the swarm. He buffeted the wind, and he got a little frightened. What if I can't survive without the swarm? But he tested out his little wings and got better, and he got more and more bold as he went. But he did feel tired. He was getting exhausted, and not wanting to land down in the grass, he decided to alight right on the tip of a bull's horn. A little bit scary. This is an enormous bull, but felt his pride growing and growing. I'm a gnat, and I've conquered this bull. Why, he was really proud of himself.
Now, this dog hadn't always been so hungry. Oh, he remembered. He remembered when he was just a pup and how he would curl up next to his mama, and he always felt so safe and comfortable. And food, why, he always had food. His mama always supplied him delicious fresh milk, And sometimes the owner would come over and give him little scraps of food, and he would feel so satisfied and happy. But now it was just a memory. He'd been out on his own for so long, and he felt so lonely out there. And then, as if a miracle, he smelled something. And suddenly all of the fear and it just all went away, and he started running and running, happier and happier as his heart stopped. You saw the butcher. I'm sorry.
Now the miser, as he goes out that morning, his heart leaps, for he will do the most wonderful thing again today. He loved this little stroll to the tree, and the digging was good exercise, he thought. And as he dug, he began to anticipate, yes, soon he would touch those gold coins. The clunk, oh yes, it was the sound he wanted to hear, but not as much as the sound he wanted to hear when those coins would run across his fingers. And the tin was empty. It was shock at first, and then remorse, and then anguish, and a terrible, terrible loss. What had he done? He grabbed his face, he grabbed his hair, he did not know which way to turn. And he began to moan as if a lover for the one he loved. My gold, my gold, my gold.
Michael was discouraged. They had been at this for months, and they had not seen any sign of any treasure. His back was aching. His heart still ached from the loss of his father. And he just kept clinging to that hope that they would find the treasure one day, and it would change everything about their life. But day after day, no treasure, nothing but hard work. He might have been tempted to quit. But then he saw his son Luke running toward him. Daddy, Daddy, I've come to help. This made it all worthwhile.